I am dissatisfied with everything. I have read and thought a great deal, but my discontent with the whole universe is still there. What you talk about makes me more discontented, more disturbed, more troubled. I now feel frustrated, antagonistic to you. What is wrong with what you are saying, or is something wrong with me? May I read it once more? I am dissatisfied with everything. I have read and thought a great deal, but my discontent with the whole universe is still there. What you talk about makes me more disturbed, more discontented, more troubled. I now feel frustrated and antagonistic to you. What is wrong with what you are saying, or is something wrong with me? Right? I think more one observes the world, what is happening, overpopulation, pollution, corruption, violence, and observing all that in practically in every country in the world, and one is trying to find an answer to all this. That's one part of the question. And the other is, the questioner says, I'm discontented. Not only with what you are saying, but with everything around me. With my job, with my wife, with my husband, with my girlfriend, and so on, oh boy, whatever it is. I'm discontented. And that is the common lot for most of us. Either it becomes a consuming flame, or it is dampened down by seeking some kind of satisfaction in various activities of life. And discontent, instead of allowing it to become consuming flame, most of us almost destroy it. We are so easily satisfied. We are so gullible. We are so ready to accept. And so gradually our discontent withers away and we become the normal, mediocre human beings without any vitality, without any energy, without any urge to do anything. But the questioner says, I've been through all that. I've read a great deal. I've thought about life a great deal. Probably have been all over the world and have not found an answer to this discontent. And people who are thoughtful, aware of what is happening around them and in themselves, aware that politics, science, religion has not answered any of our deep human problems. They have technologically evolved, developed, and so on. But inwardly, I am discontent. And listening to you as the speaker, I am more disturbed, more discontented, and antagonistic to what you are. What is wrong with you and what you are saying, or there is something wrong with me. First of all, let us be very clear that when there is discontent, is that discontent per se, you understand, per se in itself, or you are discontented with something. Very complex. I may be discontented with the world, with the philosophies, with the various instructions of various religions. But that discontent is with something, towards something, or in something. It is not the discontent which has no cause and therefore can be ended. So, as we said the other day, where there is a cause, there is an end. Is this discontent, has this discontent a cause? And therefore it can be resolved, ended. Or this discontent has no cause. Please go with the speaker. We are sharing this question together. As we said, one can be discontented with so many things, as human beings are. Better house, better this and better that. You understand, the moment there is a measure, there must be discontent. You've understood this? I'll go on. I'm glad you are antagonistic to what is being said. Instead of accepting, sitting quietly and saying, yes, but I'm antagonistic to you. I don't accept. You're causing me much more disturbance. I feel frustrated. Therefore, I'm urged toward this sense of antagonistic attitude. So we must be very clear whether this discontent has a cause, and if it has a cause, then that discontent is seeking contentment, satisfaction, gratification. So this discontent creates the opposite, to be contented, to be satisfied, to be completely bourgeois. like the communists are. And if that is this search, desire, if that is what you want when you are deeply discontented, to find something with which you can be completely contented, never to be disturbed, then that discontent will find a way to gather satisfaction. And therefore that discontent is withered, gone. Perhaps that's what most of us are doing. Probably all of you, if I may point out, you are discontented. You have been to this, to that talk, to that person, and so on, and you perhaps come here wanting some kind of satisfaction, some kind of certainty, some kind of assurance, some gratifying truth. And if that is so, then you will find satisfaction very easily, which most of us do in the kitchen, in some aspect of religion, or enter politics, left, right, center, or extreme left, extreme right, and carry on. This is what generally happens with all of us. And so you gradually, inevitably, narrow down the mind, make the mind small. And the capacity of the brain is so immense, you have reduced it to mere satisfaction. So, and if you are not satisfied with anything, if you are discontented with the whole universe, as the questioner puts, not be dissatisfied because you haven't got a house, or you haven't got money, or you have not, at that level. So is this discontent has no cause, and therefore it's a discontent in itself, not because of something. Is that clear? Am I making this? We are getting together, are making this clear? That is, if I'm discontent, if I'm seeking contentment, that's very simple and very easy. But if I'm totally, completely dissatisfied with everything, with the government, with the religion, with science, politics, everything, and such people are rare. Such people have this flame of discontent. And perhaps such a person, comes here, listens, reads, hears, and that discontent increases. it becomes all-consuming. So what shall we do? You understand the question clearly? What shall we do with a human being who is totally and completely dissatisfied with all the structure of thought? As I said, such a person is a very rare human being. To such a person, one can meet, because he's in, please listen carefully, he's in an immovable state, right? He's not seeking, he's not wanting, he's not pursuing something or another. He's aflame with this thing. And the speaker is also immovable, right? You understand what I'm saying? What he says is so. Not because he is dogmatic, superstitious, romantic, or self-assertive. He says that if you know, comprehend your consciousness with its content and the freeing of that consciousness from its content, there is a totally different dimension. He has said this for 60 years, not because he has invented it. It is so. He has discussed with scientists, philosophers, great scholars, and so on. And they have acknowledged, some of them, that it is so. Scientists seek that which is beyond through matter. And the speaker says human beings with their brain and heart and mind are matter, process. And instead of looking matter outside you, inquire into this matter, who you are matter. And you can go much more further. That and more, he has said. Ending of sorrow, ending of fear, and so on. And there are these two entities. One, are you following all this? One completely discontented. Nothing satisfies him. Words, books, ideas, leaders, politics, science, nothing. And so he's in a state of immobility. And the other is equally immobile, will not budge, will not yield. Are you following all this? What happens? When two human beings, one completely from his depth of mind and heart dissatisfied, and the other from the depth of his mind and the depth of his heart and so on, says it is so. There are these two entities meet. Does that conclude what I'm saying? It's not romantic, it's not something invented, something out of imagination. This is so. One feels antagonistic to the other, which means he's already moved. I don't know if you follow it. He has not remained completely dissatisfied. Moment he says, I am antagonistic to you, or you're talking all that, he has moved away from what is burning. Therefore, he has already suffered. I wonder if you understand it. And the other has no antagonism. He says it's so. When this person meets the other without antagonism, without wanting something from the speaker, then he is alike. Have you understood this? No, I see you don't understand this. If this discontent develops antagonism, it is no longer discontent. Right? And so he is aflame with what he calls discontent. It's a flame. And the other too is a flame. Is that a Then both are the same. Fire is a fire. It's not your fire and my fire, it's fire. When the fire is dampened, then the two are different. So we concrete. So, if the speaker may ask, are you as a human being living in this terrible world, and if you have followed, they are saying within 50 years the earth will be almost inhabitable. What is your condition of discontent? Is it merely puerile, childish, immature, or you are a human being totally aflame with discontent? Never developing a reaction against that. Being frustrated, being antagonistic. But let that flame be alive. Then both are the same.